All right, thanks everyone. I guess I'm last, but thanks for sticking around. So my name is Dan Basher. I'm the founder of the SpeakYourMind Foundation. So we're a social venture, and what we do is we develop personalized assistive technologies for people with motor and speech limitations. And what I'd like to do here is take you through kind of one of our client stories, and maybe explain to you why I have a green dot on my forehead. So I'm going to show you just a quick little video that will do a better job of expressing what kind of problems we're trying to solve than I could in words. Yeah. All right, so I'll pause there. So Kathy is someone that I've known for a few years now, and due to her stroke, like we said, she's paralyzed and unable to speak, but she can still move her head a little bit. Now, the device that we mentioned that was crashing so frequently, it's a device that Medicare and Medicaid reimbursed part of. It took months for her to fight her insurance provider to get it. The device itself actually doesn't really do all the things she wants it to do, and the company won't support the product when it breaks. So there's a whole slew of these problems. And so when I met Kathy, I was like, I'm an engineer. Maybe I can solve this problem for her, and maybe we can solve this problem for other people like Kathy. So we developed a web app that replaces her $10,000 system. It's free, you can just log on to it, and as long as she has a green sticker on her forehead, she can communicate. So what I'm going to do is do a little demo of this web application. And I guess right before I do, I'll explain why it looks so strange. So it's an on-screen keyboard. But think about if you can only move your head around, or you can move a screen, how would you design the keyboard that you use to type? Probably not the standard QWERTY interface that you think about, right? The typical way that those interfaces work currently is you move your head around and it controls the cursor on the screen. And then what you have to do is dwell on each key to select it, because there's no method to click like you would with the mouse, right? So the way this works is, it's a circular layout, so all you have to do is hit the button. And for any of you who remember how T9 Word works on old cell phones, that's how this works. So all you have to do is hit one of the buttons that has a group of letters, and then it types. So I will try to show you my masterful skills, hold on one second, and type something quickly. And then I'll take a step back and show you how it works. So apologies if my voice doesn't out. So I'm going to type hello world. So there we go. Just type hello world. You can notice I barely was moving my head at all. And this system, believe it or not, is just as functional, or maybe even more so, than the system that Kathy's using right now. And so I'll slow it down just maybe a little bit and show you again. So as I select each letter, so just double selected, all I have to do is cross onto the button. Oops. So H, E, and L, you can see the word hello shows up in this word prediction list that shows up on the right. As I move on to the button, those options then slide into the main window. Now I'm allowed to select a word. So this interface is, again, just one example of an application we developed where we had an individual who had a very specific need. Right? She could still move her head, she could communicate, she was pretty tech savvy and understood how to use technology. And we developed this specifically for her. So we've worked with other clients in the local area who suffer from a wide variety of neurological diseases or conditions. So brainstem stroke, ALS, and Gehr's disease, or spinal cord injury, or traumatic brain injury. And what we do is we take a bottom-up approach to developing these solutions. So this app you see here actually was originally developed at a hackathon at MIT. And we ended up winning the hackathon. It was a lot of fun. But what we did is we took that and actually turned it into a product. This is still very much an early stage prototype. But yeah, this is kind of our model, is to take a group of talented developers and designers and integrate and talk to healthcare providers, build a personalized solution for each client, and what we're looking to do is replicate that model and do that over and over and over again and help a lot of people in need. So that's pretty much my demo, but before I finish, I will shamelessly show you the website and point you to the donate button, which is very functional at this point. So, seriously? No, so we're just starting fundraising. We're also looking to secure grants, and at some point we'll actually generate revenue by selling into healthcare organizations as well. So Nick, we should chat about how to make that happen. But anyway, so thank you very much.
Have you shown this prototype to the woman on?
Kathy? Yes. Yeah.
What's her?
Yeah, she loves it. She's ecstatic. So she's actually used an earlier version of this prototype. And I should back up one step. So my day job is actually or before I started doing this full time, was a researcher at Brown University in the BrainGate clinical trial. And what we're doing there is developing implantable medical devices to enable people with similar disabilities to control external devices just with their thoughts. So it's a brain-machine interface. What we realized though is that all the patients in our trial, they all had this fundamental problem of not being able to communicate. And we realized that through simple technology like a webcam and a web app, we could actually restore communication. And so that's how this all got started, was me building these one-off solutions for our patients, and now trying to grow this into an organization.
So, no two injuries are the same, right?
Yeah.
So how do you problem solve for the unique differences of injury and abilities?
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly what drives our personalized model, right? Like you said, there's different physical needs, different cognitive needs. And so what we do is we take a team. We take someone like myself who has some clinical knowledge and engineering knowledge. We take a therapist or a speech and language pathologist. We have them interact with the family members and the client themselves. And then we turn that into a design specification, hand that off to some engineers that get, do some innovative development work, create a solution. And really we're kind of very agile and taking a lean approach. And we take our prototypes and get them in front of our clients immediately and work with them to understand some of those needs that maybe up front we said, okay, let's do the radio keyboard thing, get it in front of the user, and they just say, I don't know what the heck this thing is, it's confusing to me. Then we can change gears really quickly before we've really gone down a road we can't back out of.
Is your target market quadriplegics?
So we're starting with typically people that are quadriplegic and unable to speak, just because we have experience in the area, and it's frankly a population of individuals that are most in need. But we're going to explore other verticals as well. There's the autism market for children that are nonverbal. There are a whole slew of other injuries and conditions that prevent effective communication. And kind of the larger, bigger picture, for example, is anyone in a hospital who's intubated and can't speak. There's a huge opportunity. Can I do that? Hello. That's on cue to get off. Yeah, so there are definitely larger market opportunities. But what's ideal about this market is that we can work with our clients longitudinally and really understand how to develop these products and build out what we call our portfolio of solutions, so that when we then go into the healthcare market or the larger organizations, we have a bunch of things that we can offer that are proven. Any other questions?
How fast can you type with that?
Pretty quick, actually. It takes, with a little bit of practice, you can get going pretty quick. The lighting situation isn't ideal in here, so it's not tracking perfectly. And it's also, we're working on a much better markerless tracking system that will work in a variety of lighting conditions and won't require a green dot. But I haven't actually clocked it, but I think I can get up to like over 10 words per minute, which is actually, I believe, above what the average American types on a keyboard. I don't know what the average American is, but you can judge for that yourself. Yeah.
Are you just using the built-in webcam?
Right now I'm actually using a different webcam that's attached to it, but it does work with built-in webcams. And we're also looking to use some of the WebRTC stuff to have this all integrated easier. It's actually using Flash right now, which is kind of embarrassing, but we're doing it. I know, I'm sorry. This is recorded. Thanks. Any other questions? All right, thanks, and again, donate fund.
Join Boston New Technology Meetup. Sponsor an event or venue. Present your idea and attend to network with Boston's brightest. Details are at www.bostonnewtech.org and in the video description.